Hi, welcome back to MB Jars and Beyond. As you saw in our video we posted earlier this week, we did a sneak teaser about what we were going to talk about today, which is notes from our digital marketing and advertising 101 class with Ginger Birkenbuell, which was sponsored by Google. And so what I'll do today is go through some of my notes that I took and give a recap of the things that stood out to me and that I'm going to work on making sure I apply to my business. And hopefully you guys find this information helpful and you will apply it to your business as well to increase your business success and your financial growth and just learning more about how to present your business on a platform for everyone to be able to see. So one of the first tips that stood out to me, or one of the pieces of information, was that YouTube is the #2 search engine. I didn't know that. Like, I knew Google was the place that people go to, but I would have thought it would have followed up with Yahoo or one of those. But it turned out that YouTube is the number two search engine, which is really good to know because we're doing a YouTube video today. Hi. The next tip that I learned is for any of you all out there who have a podcast, you should look into Anchor FM, who just, by the way, was acquired by Spotify. And what they allow you to do is upload your podcast, and then if you do a little reading for a brand, then you can start to generate revenue for your podcast. And so that's something easy. If you're already doing your podcast, you can go ahead and earn some money by branding it with someone. Just make sure it's something that aligns with what your brand stands for so that you're not compromising your brand in any way. And then she talked about messaging. You have to message people based upon what their needs are. You can't send out one central message and expect everyone to resonate with it. You want to meet people based upon what their likes, their needs are. You won't advertise diapers to a single woman, but you would make sure you advertise strollers to a pregnant woman. So you just have to make sure that you're giving a message that's able to complete your entire market and make sure it speaks to what your product has to offer and why people want it based upon what their specific needs are. The other thing she talked about, the importance of having an online presence. It is very important that you are out there in all of the online sources that are out there, via website, via Instagram, Facebook, blogging, YouTube, and any other way that you can find a way to present a presence so that when people search for you, there is lots of information out there for them to find you and to be able to look for you and your services or products that you offer. One of the things she suggested was blogging being a good tool, because when you blog, it keeps your website refreshed constantly, depending on the amount that you blog. So if you blog once a week or once a month, that is a refresh that your blog gets, versus if you just have a stagnant blog, nothing is going to the website that's having it updated to keep it refreshed, to have people looking for it or bring something to have people come back to. So that way, if you keep a blog on there, you get a certain time frame in which you want to blog, then people can come back and they'll look for your website and it'll be refreshed in your Google searches based upon your tags that you use, and it'll give you an opportunity to put your brand out there further. And then one thing that I didn't realize was that she said that we can use Instagram not only just for pictures, but also for blogging. And so if you have a good picture that relates to something, that a story you want to tell, you can use that information right up under the picture, your caption, to tell your own story, to create a blog in essence. And it's just a short version, which is more easier than having to pull together a WordPress or anything. And you can use tags by hashtags. And so it's essentially a new way of blogging, but within a different platform. One of the pitfalls she spoke about was Facebook, was the amount of money that it takes to actually have a presence. If you would like to truly get the best of your money out of Facebook marketing, you need to pay. So if you're not doing ads or if you're not doing any promotions, more than likely the only people that are seeing your ads are your friends, and they might not even see it. And so it's hard to maintain a Facebook presence, to have that interaction from a business standpoint if you aren't paying, because they're going to give priority to the people who pay, and then the even higher priority to the people who pay more. So you have to be willing to invest a lot of money and to make it consistent so that you make sure you are keeping your brand front of mind for people, and so that Facebook chooses you over other brands. And so that's a challenge, especially if you're a small business and you're starting out and you don't really have a lot of money to dedicate to resources. You want to make sure that if you dedicate it, you're doing it to a place where you actually will get visibility and it'll be worth your investment. The next thing she suggested do is start a YouTube channel. And that's what we did maybe about a month and a half ago. And so that's why we're here to you, bringing you what we've learned. And we have different options. We'll show you how we've made products, and we did an unboxing of our Cricut. And so you have to use this channel so that you can get your stuff out there. And if it's the second search engine then you want to make sure that you can have your product visible when people look for your business. And so we have our channel here. We hope you hit subscribe and you follow us, and look forward to see all the things we have in. But you should also do the same for your business. You can start off small by just doing how-to videos or doing DIY videos, just showing something that gets your presence online so that people are looking for you. Another thing she's suggesting was using Google's optimization tools. All you have to do is set up a Google email with your business name on it, and then you can do back-end work to get your information set up for your website or wherever it is that you have your stuff set up, so that you can get feedback and see how many people are following, how people are going to your site, what things they're doing before and after they come to your site, so that you can get an understanding of who your customer is. Because once you understand who your customer is, then you can build a customer base and start targeting based upon that customer. Because if you have one person out there who's like that, then there's at least a dozen other people, and so that has allowed you to create a target market that you can reach out to and start to market to specifically. And that's important in making sure that you can have little buckets of people and know who your target audience is, and you can market to them directly in a way in which they'll respond. One suggestion that she said that I want to work at taking to heart is, she said, never stop bragging on yourself. Sometimes we feel like when we talk about our businesses that we are going overload or we're doing too much and the people aren't interesting. But the truth about it is that the people who really are your customers, they want to see what you have to say. They want to see what products you have to offer. They want to know what services you're offering, what tips you have. They want to be there to hear and see what you're doing, because they trust you as a reliable source. And so you can never overload the person who is actually your true audience. So don't worry about talking about your business. If you have pictures of your stuff when you're out, always show off and brag on yourself, because you are your head of your business. You have to be the one that supports it and convinces people that they want to work with you, because of course your product is great. For another way of selling, she talked about looking into Amazon and selling on Amazon. We haven't looked into selling on Amazon, so that's something for us to do some research on. So look out, you might see MB Jars and Beyond on Amazon. We've got some products that are already ready, so it could be an easy process depending on the steps. So we'll look back into it. Maybe that's a video we'll do. We'll come back and tell you what we learned when we looked into selling on Amazon. And maybe it works for you. If you guys have any feedback on selling on Amazon, please comment below and let us know what your thoughts are on it, and maybe it's something we can look into. Just a few more notes and then I'll wrap it up. She talked about making sure you set goals that are attainable. You want to set goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and tangible. So you want to make sure that you set things that you know that you can do. And even you don't want to set goals that are out of your reach, so when you don't set them, you don't feel like you've accomplished anything. So you want to make goals that make sense. Maybe it's to say, I sold one product in January. My goal is to sell 10 products by March. So you set a goal that's achievable, and you can look and see what's sold in January and try to market products in the same way or differently, so that you can grow your business and achieve that 10 products by March. And so it gives you a base, it puts a time frame on it, it gives a specific goal, and it's something that's measurable. Maybe you don't sell, but you sell 8. Well, hey, that's 7 more than you sold in January, so it's still a success. And so you just want to make sure that you're setting goals that set you up for success. And so those are just a few of our tips, the things we learned when we attended Ginger's Digital Marketing and Advertising 101 class. We thank you for tuning in. And I just wanted to end with a little bit of self-promotion. This shirt that I'm wearing, made by me, and can be purchased if you contact us at our email address at info@mbjarsandbeyond.com. And also this cup is made by me. So this is just a little view of some of the things that we have available for purchase and for custom orders. Reach out to us, shop with us on Etsy, like us on Instagram, check us out on Facebook. We're waiting. Bye.